Hi, everyone, and welcome to a special solo Christmas episode of Hear Me Out Pitch. Well, everybody, it's that time. Can't keep doing with that because I'll get in trouble, but Christmas time is here, and Merry Christmas from all of us here at Hear Me Out Pitch, even though it's just me today. Tim had, it's family. He has a brand new little baby on the way, and things get busy. So plans got wrecked for earlier this week to plan and do a little nice Christmas episode. But I wanted to do something with you guys because you all deserve it. And it's been a fun year. And even though not much has changed for the podcast, there were a few instances so far that I've just been so grateful for. So, and hopefully there'll be many more. And I'm sure we'll talk about that in the next week's episode before the New Year's. Hopefully there is one. Everyone hope that Tim will feel good and everything will be clear. So, I mean, I'm enjoying myself a nice couple week vacation from work. So this is what I get to worry about right now. So anyway, I just want to do a quick one, and we're going to do just a nice, Willem solo episode where I talk about a movie I love. And today I am going to plead my case with you all about why Nightmare Before Christmas is in fact a wonderful Christmas movie. Now, first off, I will have to say that the characters are very much Halloween. Jack Skellington, Sally, so many, they of course, they're Halloween characters. I'm not going to get that out of the way. You can watch this movie for Halloween, but really, though, my argument is Halloween is over after the first song. Like, they mention Halloween a few more times, of course, when they talk about Halloween Town, but for the most part, this is a story about a lonely figure who has been doing the same thing repetitively, and he feels stuck in his own place, and Christmas is what helps him get out of his funk. So it's fun, and I would like to say that it's a lot like George from It's a Wonderful Life. He thinks that he is all that, and he thinks that he is better than everyone, and just like George Bailey, he kind of gets to see, in a way, a world without him. And I'll get to that more later. Actually, no, I'm not even going to dive into that. That's way too much. But for the most part, if you love George Bailey, then you should love Jack Skellington, because they both are very similar characters. Long, lanky, full of life, but also feel stuck. So, until they get a life lesson learned. And both are thankful for Christmas. So, again, there you go. There's my first connection. But Jack does yearn for something more. And, right after Halloween is over, right after all the people of Halloween Town are trying to, congratulate him, he gets a little reprieve, and he thinks to himself, and he goes, I need something more. He has been doing this for so long, and he's so sick of Halloween, and he is done. Somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness begins to grow. It's just a poetic beginning of that. But he travels into the woods alone, and lo and behold, he finds those magical trees, which I really wish we could learn more about, but that's for another day. And he finds the Christmas tree town. Well, he finds the Christmas tree, and he goes in and finds Christmas Town. And of course, this is probably such a wonderful and I can't talk. This is why I need Tim here, because he helps me when I struggle with my word. Tim, it's fine. But what's this? Discovering Christmas Town, discovering all of that. Just a fun little idea. Just a stark difference between this dark and dreary Halloween world. Doesn't mean Halloween's not fun, but compared to what he's... The children are throwing snowballs instead of throwing heads. They're busy building toys, and absolutely no one's dead. It's just an iconic little song, and it brings the hope of all right, we're starting to feel a little Christmassy and whimsically. I love What's This. It is a great song. And then after that, we have all the citizens of Halloween Town. We have to find Jack. There's only 364 days left till next Halloween. Actually, no, he says 365, and the Wolfman immediately, 364. If you can't tell, I really do love this movie. This was one of the movies, along with Hercules and Hunchback of Notre Dame, that I watched just religiously on my VHS tape. If you don't know what that is, you're invited to leave. I'm old. It's fine. I'm fine. That's where Tim would give me crap right there. So you can just hear him like, well, you're old. Yeah, Tim, I know. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. This is why I don't do a podcast by myself. I go insane. And as Jack comes back, he calls for a town meeting. And that song, talking about Christmas Town, is, to me, one of the funnest songs of Nightmare Before Christmas. All the citizens are just like, does it do this? Does it shout? Does it scream? Does it scare people? And he's like, no, they just give gifts. They just like giving gifts. And then they have this gigantic, scary thing, the Sandy Claus. And it's ridiculous. He gets so many things wrong. And it's funny because the whole time, again, Jack thinks he's a little better than everyone else, being the leader of Halloween Town. And he says, I know they're excited, but they don't understand the special kind of feeling in Christmas land. You know, Jack did feel something in Christmas Town. He loved it. He wanted it. And the following scene, we get Something's Up with Jack. And he's just sitting there. Again, he wants that feeling. You know, what does it mean? Why do they do this? What's wrong with this? What's this special feeling? And he comes to the conclusion at the end of the song, Eureka! This year, Christmas will be ours. And again, just, he felt something special and he wanted to share it with his home. He felt something wonderful in Christmas Town, but he got everything wrong. He could have, in another life, Jack would have asked Santa Claus for help. And I'm sure Santa Claus would have loved to. But Jack, again, thinking he's so much better, had to go about and do his own thing. And him assigning all the villagers and having Lock, Shock, and Barrel kidnap Santa Claus. I will when they finally go, Jack, we got him. And it's the Easter Bunny. Oh, guys, I can go off about this this show so much. I really can. And I know I am just blathering through it. And it probably is going to be like a less than 20-minute episode because it's Christmas. I have stuff I got to do. But the little tiny things of him talking with the vampires with the baby doll, and they do the baby doll and it goes, Mah! And the vampire's like, what kind of noise is that for a baby? Perhaps you can improve it. They're like, oh, we're going to improve everything. We're going to make things better. And it just goes perfectly into making Christmas. You know, making Christmas is so fun. It's ours this time, and won't the children be surprised? Like, they want to be like, okay, Jack told us all these things. He told us how fun it is, but they're stuck in their Halloween ways. Absolutely love that song. Just Jack is getting all excited. He's like, I can feel something. It's like, no, Jack. You're getting excited because you see everyone in your community do something more. And I love the comparison between Halloween Town and Christmas Town during this song. You see them prepping and it's all joyful and Christmas music when it's Halloween Town. And then it jumps in and it dives to Halloween Town and it is darker. You have more heavier instruments. And it is such a fun song. Sorry, I'm getting all nostalgic. Now, with that being said, we have to do one simple thing. And I don't think I'm probably doing a good case of why this is proving this is such a good Christmas movie. And it might just turn into myself just ranting about how much I love this movie. But again, everyone is trying to do their best to get ready for Christmas. This whole community, the whole town of Halloween Town, was so excited for Christmas. And I just feel like that is one thing that Christmas did for Halloween Town, is that they all got excited. They were doing their best to enjoy it as much as they can. They saw their leader, Jack, the king of Halloween Town, be so excited. They're like, we want that too. And it's just, for me, just so cute to see them that way. They were trying to do their best for it. And that's all that matters to me. Now, with that, we have Santa Claus in this movie. Santa Claus is in this movie. They have 2 songs. Well, a song and a half. Because I will say the Christmas Town song is more about Santa Claus at the end, Sandy Claus. And then we have Lock, Shock, and Barrel, Kidnap the Santa Claus, which is so much fun and probably not the best of my points here. But again, it's a song about Santa Claus. Even though, are they kidnapping him? Yes. Are they going to feed him to Oogie Boogie? Yes. And when they finally do kidnap him and they bring him in, I just love it. Oh, you have hands. You don't have claws. Poor Santa Claus is like, oh, and it's so funny because later in the movie he's like, skeletons never learn anything, and it's like, hold on a minute, Sandy, you've met more than one talking skeleton in your lifetime. I need to learn more. Oh. Oh my gosh. And the songs are Christmassy. Now, I will talk about probably, to me, the most impactful scene of The Nightmare Before Christmas, and that is Jack's night out on Halloween Town. Jack's night out on Christmas Eve. He's going about, and he's doing his best. The little boy who finds him, like, what's your name? That's all right. Like, he doesn't understand anything. He's just mimicking Santa Claus. He loves the idea of it so much, and nothing's right. He has skeleton reindeer pulling his rocket-powered sleigh. Zero, his dutiful ghost dog, pulling the reins as Rudolph and guiding his way. And it's such a fun little play on it. It makes you think about Christmas. You see Zero, and all you think of is Rudolph. You see him on his sleigh, think of Santa. He did his best to be Santa, but it wasn't enough, and he ended up terrorizing the humans of the world. You're welcome, one and all. And they're all calling 911, barricade your chimneys, don't let anyone in. And they're all manning up their weapons to fight him, and then the army comes in. And poor Jack, he really thought he was doing so well. He hears everyone screaming, and to Jack, screaming is what he loves. And then finally, after all the searchlights come on and they're celebrating him with fireworks, Jack is shot out of the sky. Now, admittedly, I will admit this, the scene, I'm 30 years old. I've watched this movie more times than I can count. But the image of Jack Skellington getting shot out of the sky and saying Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night, with the citizens of Halloween Town absolutely mortified that their king was shot down, still gets me welling up to this day. Don't know why. And the second I hear the mayor of Halloween Town going, terrible news, folks, the worst tragedy of our time, it just, I'm doing so good right now. And I still love that scene even more because Jack has ruined everyone's day. We cross over to a policeman in the human world saying, attention everyone, even though the perpetrator has not been found, even though the perpetrator has been shot down, there's still no sign of Santa Claus. And we see that both towns, both worlds have been affected by Jack's mess up. And again, you're probably all thinking, Willem, this is not very Christmassy. It's Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve, and Jack Skellington has a moment of recollection. And an iconic image in my head is seeing that graveyard angel holding Jack Skellington's body broken and bleeding. And Poor Old Jack is one of my favorite songs. You know, the line of, find a deep cave to hide in a million years they'll find me, only dust and a plaque that reads, here lies poor old Jack. I remember when as a little kid, you don't really understand what they're saying, but the day that line, connected, I went, oh. But Jack never intended all of this. He never intended anything. He did his best, and he created something swell. And he touched the sky. And he got to enjoy a little bit of Christmas. A lot of it. Sometimes we have to learn pretty hard lessons on Christmas Eve. It's a time to reflect, and a time to hope for anew. Just like the Grinch, just like Ebenezer Scrooge, and just like Jack Skellington, sometimes you need to realize how good you have it, or at least what more you can give to the world. So that is why I think The Nightmare Before Christmas is one of the greatest Christmas movies. And the end is just so cute. Santa Claus giving the citizens of Halloween Town one final gift of a snowy Christmas day. And Jack finally realizing that he had a whole lot to be thankful for. And he realized, of course, that Sally loved him and he loved her. So it's a short episode. Short and sweet. There's not much else to say. But to me, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a wonderful Christmas movie. If you love Ebenezer Scrooge, if you love George Bailey, then you absolutely should add Jack Skellington to that list. He learns a hard lesson on Christmas Eve. He does everything he can to change things, even though he should just have been grateful for what he had. And sometimes you need a good slap to the face on Christmas Eve. So what else is new? So that means mine might be coming up today. But in all honesty, I hope that everyone has a wonderful Christmas Eve, and I hope that you all have a wonderful Christmas Day. So, as in the words of Tim, love each other, be kind, and just remember that Christmas is a wonderful time of year. And with that, everybody, we will see you next time. See you later, pitches. Merry Christmas. Bye.